Hey, Alana, hi, Prosperity Alignment. Let me go into part 2 of my travels to the Netherlands. So, in part 1, I talked to you all about getting there, right? And sometimes that's the hardest thing when we're traveling, or we set a goal, or we have something we really want. There's like a first part, like you have to make the decision and then you have to get there. You have to take the action. So, I got to the Netherlands and I got to meet up with my group and catch the shuttle on time, as if I was never even delayed. It was like synchronistic and serendipitous, right? Got to shuttle with like the 9 other people with me to go to the retreat where we all got to meet each other and meet our mentor. I really didn't know exactly what to expect being a week away on this retreat. I just knew that I was meant to really evolve and grow, and I really did. We learned so many skills. So this is the Neo-Shamanic Society with Christoph Melchizedek. And he comes from New Zealand. I come from the United States. And many others were all over the globe. And we met up in the Netherlands for this private retreat in this amazing resort. And it was having ceremonies and being able to share, being vulnerable, right? This is going into the work that we all want, but usually fear stops us, right? Like we think there's parts of ourselves we really want to explore and be able to have come forward, but we don't know how. So in this society, I'm a second year student. We've been learning, and I started this back in 2020, so it's been a few years. First time we get to meet in person, but learning energetic skills and techniques and protocols, it's all been virtual. It's all remote. And I, as a projector, absolutely love it. So going there, we learned more skills, phenomenal, beautiful skills, things that tied into karma and being able to run the energy and call in angels and run karmic clearings, being able to even work on womb healing, which was really powerful for me. I have my twins who will be almost 9. And so for almost 9 years, I've had a C-section scar that has still caused issue and all these pieces. It was in this retreat where I got to really have the support and the energies, and for myself, have the healing take place. To even tie in and really see I've had this cut that was like a past life cut. So I've relived it, I've brought it forward. I learned a foundational restructuring technique working with the bones to release the trauma, because any injury, whether it's in a car accident or you even just bumping your head or falling down and stubbing your toe, your body has this impact and it lands in the bone, and the bone will just make a slight little shift, and the rest of everything, right? The ligaments, the joints, the muscles, the tendons, the fascia, the cells, everything will compensate. And so we'll have pains in places that we don't even think tie to the injury, but they do. And so to be able to reset and see it live through me being worked on, and then working on my partner, everything we learned was beautiful for me as a 1-3. It was like, I get to explore and try this on, because the work that I do with clients, I have to do for myself first. So we even learned through fascia release, which I won't do because there's enough body workers who can do that, and I don't necessarily want to only be able to work with clients in person. We also did breath work, right? The power of breath work. And this was transformational breath work in the way of, for me, being exploratory and knowing we're going to push on parts of ourselves and help find where do we have stuck energy, where do we have things that are we're holding in, and just through this breath we're able to release. So the way I really summarize and kind of see how the whole week went, we learned so many parts, right, of the energies, but then in the physical, going into the breath work, going into the fascia, going into the bones, but then even going into the karmic layers, going into these other energetics all of this is so powerful for your healing, right? So even coming back, I have grown so much, and I'm still, of course, attracting whatever it is I'm meant to go through, experiences, learning new techniques and tools, being able to integrate them in a way that even if we're out here in the physical, right? And I talk about physical in the sense you want to manifest more money, or you want to be in this physical world and have material things, right? We get so stuck up here. And we know that the mental is so huge, and we'll work on the limiting beliefs. And so often we think mindset is everything. But beneath the mindset and that subconscious is when we start to really see that if you can understand the energies that have been around you that are now in you and help you, and release the karma that is from lifetimes that you've held on to. I also know the power of there are entities that can be present that are also causing you to stay stuck. So for me, it is learning all of this for myself, understanding how these things work, seeing and being able to just overlay during that week of, wow, I've got people's charts, and seeing how their human design plays out, but also their gene keys through their Venus sequence, where their core wound is just being protected at all layers. This is what I love supporting you with. And it's fascinating to be able to go and receive it for yourself, and then also see how it impacts others, because it's all so unique, right? There's no cookie cutter here. And this is helping in so many different 3D to 5D ways to help you move forward, even when things get crazy and we get stuck thinking the world controls us. I want you to be the Jedi, remembering you have this power, you have this energy to control outwardly, right? You get to come from within and go outward with what it is you want to create. So what is it you want? Do you know what it is you want? And then doing the work, right? I can't do it for you. I'm the conduit for healing to take place, but you're the healer. You're the one that gets to allow yourself to experience whatever it is that you're ready to receive right now. So if you want to connect, you can find me at prosperityalignment.com. You can schedule a free prosperity breakthrough session. You can schedule a call where we go into your human design or gene keys. Maybe you want some energy work, you want to join the group remote sessions that I do every month. The choice is yours. The main part, you gotta trust yourself. Listen to your authority. Know what's true for you. Honor that. That is the name of the game as we move through the shifts happening on the planet. Trust from within, make the decision, and then everything will work in your favor to have it be. Might not be exactly the way you thought it would go, like in part 1 when I told you about my journey, but you'll get there in the end, and it'll be amazing, and it'll be exactly what you need. And you deserve it. You deserve these big miracles. I love you.